Is this the crisis the 12 archangels have been speaking about?
Michael, the earth has been through crisis and incredible destructive times in its history, where it was nearly turned to dust to nothing. This is the final battle between fear and love. This is the final spiritual war. And at any moment, the whole screen is going to be lifted so that the joyful, abundant, free earth appears before you. And so what we say to you is the fear story, it is over. This is the cleanup time. And what we say will be proven to you. But we need your help if you are willing. And all we need for you to do is...
Are you ready to shine? Shine bright. Woohoo! Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. Today with the most amazing channel, medium, and dearest friend, Belinda Womack, who channels the 12 archangels. So welcome back to the show, Belinda. Are you ready to shine?
Only with you, Michael. It's such a delight to have a conversation with you again. And of course, the 12 archangels are very excited.
Oh, I'm excited too. And thank you so much, Almighty. Woohoo! It has been too long. It has been too long. It has been too long. So I can't believe we're going to dive into things. And I want to do a lengthy channeling session today as much as energetically works for you. However, before we do that, is this the crisis the 12 archangels have been speaking about?
Well, I have to let them answer. Okay. We thank you, Michael, and all of your audience for this opportunity to shower you, flood you with love. Creator is love, source is love. Is humanity in crisis? Is earth in crisis? Yes and no. What you do not see is that you're nearly through the crisis. What you are feeling so intensely is the purge of the past. And the past has to go because it's laden with fear and everything that fear has created. And humanity, you are lifting up out of the old fear movie. Yes, you are. So please, well, it's always your choice. Don't give energy to the crisis. Give energy to the new beginning. Hold in your hearts, in your minds. What do you want to experience when fear is no longer the pair of hands around your throat? You are free. Tap into that freedom. Ask to experience it. Ask to be saturated with it. Mitochondria like freedom. We are delighted to be here and to lift you up and to remind you, you have the power. You've always had the power. Let's create that joyful, incredible, abundant, new beginning that you incarnated to experience. Yes.
Thank you. And I'm certainly in a moment, I want to ask, who are the 12 archangels? How are you doing this? All of this good stuff. However, I'm going to ask a follow-up question first, if that's all right. It's something I was talking about in a YouTube live last night of getting to the other side of the crisis. And actually, I did a meditation, kind of had people soaring over this and beyond. What do the 12 archangels mean specifically when they say to go beyond this or to go beyond this time period? What does that look like? Or energetically, how do we do this when we're faced this week with, oh my God, I'm going to go 1980s television. I don't even remember what it was. It was an ad. It went by men, and the guy shaves, and his face is on fire, and so he throws some stuff on his face that makes him even more on fire, and he gets smacked back and forth, and he goes, "Thanks, I needed that." When humanity is getting the thanks, I needed that. How do we jump to the other side of this right now?
Our teaching is simple, and that is to fill up with trust. Trust is an energy, it's emerald green and gold. And we hear you, we angels, we don't want to have anything to do with trust. We want our experience to change. And we say, look at it as if it is a movie and it's playing on a screen. And at any moment, the whole screen is going to be lifted so that the joyful, abundant, free earth appears before you. We have never said a lie. What we share is the truth. But we have to tell you, beautiful human beings, your egos can be quite stubborn because you say, if we cannot see it and smell it and taste it and prove it, then it is not real. And so our wings are a little bit tied because what we tell you is highest vibrational truth. The crisis, whatever the crisis is, it's going to be lifted like a movie screen. And the truth is hope, it is transformation, but it is mostly new beginnings. What do we mean by new beginnings? Where your planet is balanced, where power is balanced, where you no longer have to live in the fear of not having enough money to pay your bills and to even exist. What is changing, but it is not here in this moment because this is purging. And once the purging is done, the screen is lifted. And then you will not be existing by the energy of survival. Your adrenals will actually calm down so that you don't continue to force yourself to do what you must in order to survive. Humanity, you have been under attack. We call it attack by fear. And fear has many guises, almost an infinite number. But you have been under attack. Now, we always like to step back and look at this from the truthful but highest vibrational perspective that Creator herself, the infinite divine source, said, how will all of my planets and my stars, my asteroids, and my infinite number of beautiful beings, how will they value love and realize what they are created from, what their energy actually is, if they do not experience the opposite in vibration to love? And that is fear. And on earth, that vibration of fear was taken as low as it can go before earth implodes. Your solar system would implode, even your galaxy. That's far enough, don't you agree? And so what we say to you is the fear story, it is over. This is the cleanup time. And what we say will be proven to you. But we need your help if you are willing. And all we need for you to do is say with your intention, I live in love. I am made of love. Love is. Love is what I choose. The energy I choose to create my reality. Trust us. Trust your own soul. Feel into it. The movie screen will be lifted, and you will experience the balancing, the harmony, the promise. You will.
Oh. Still haven't gotten to who the 12 archangels are, but this is too good. Uh, so I was at Disney a couple of days ago and I saw an expression on a girl's shirt that I'd never actually seen written down, or particularly on a shirt before. And two expressions come to mind as the angels have just given us this powerful, beautiful message. The back of her shirt said, "The beatings will continue until morale improves," and it begets the question: how do we believe it so we will see it? Because we are taught the reverse. The ego says the reverse. This old archetype of a civilization, which is crumbling before our eyes, says the reverse of that. How do we flip to the other side of that coin?
You flip the coin. You remember by claiming who you are. You see, we have given the solution. Claim it. I am a being made of love. Love is the energy, and we speak of the vibration of energy, that I am now choosing to use to create my reality. And here we give you another one so that you start to see results. The more you use this, the faster you see results in your own reality. But reality, your reality, touches that of another. And it begins to reach out like happy tentacles and lift the vibration, dissolving the leftover fear, that which is so messy and horrible, and reveal the sun, the love, the hope, the joy, the freedom, and even the prosperity. Try this. Divine Mother of the great universe, thank you for receiving into my reality physical safety, emotional security, and above and beyond, the financial abundance, resources that I need in this moment, that I need in this moment. And then, if you need to ask again, we suggest that you ask by saying thank you. Then you say it again, and you say it again. Because every time you thank the Divine Mother of the great universe, she is Creator Source. You are receiving. That's why we call her the Divine Feminine, or the Mother. She helps you to receive in that which you are made of. You must experience that you create your own reality. This is the way to feel it, to experience something better in your next moment than you are experiencing right now. Human beings have to experience. Yes, it is all changing. Fill up with this love that created you. You see, you are energy beings. You think of yourselves as carbon this and flesh that. Well, your soul is made of energy, and your soul lives in every cell of you. As you feed your soul feeds your humanity, your physicality. And step by step, you start to realize, oh my great goodness, I am a manifester. And we're not talking about manifesting Ferraris or yachts. We're talking about manifesting feelings of happiness, because happiness is a magnet that then draws to you amazing, wonderful experiences where you fall in love with yourself and fall deeper in love with those you love. You fall deeper in love with the service that you brought, that you agreed to share with humanity. Most of you are not original human souls. You came here to help, but you got lost in the fear and the quagmire of this nonsense and that horrific that. We're not going to go into the detail of all that has been broken and all that has been used to enslave you. What we are going to do is remind you that you came in here, you came to earth to help. And connecting with the divine mother of the great universe to feed your soul, to feed your cells, lifts you up out of what some may call the swamp, the quicksand, the mud, the death, the dying, into life that you have never, ever experienced on the earth. You know what it is to live from your home world, from the vibration that has already lifted above fear. You came here to ascend again. What does that mean? That means to transform fear by choosing love, to transform it within your own vessels by surrendering to it, the greatest power there is, the greatest creative power. We are guiding you. We are the 12 archangels of the central sun. We were created in the first breath of Creator Source, Mother, Father, God. And we help all souls that are ascending, whether they are on earth or anywhere else within the great cosmos. Why do we say this? We're telling you we've been around the block a few times. We know fear. But what we know is that fear is illusion. It's nothing when you, incredible being, choose love.
Are there channelings or messages that are harder for you energetically and messages that are easier? Or how does this work, Belinda?
It's just so much love, Michael. You know, they are bringing through, you can't measure love. I get that. You can't quantify it. But the force of it is bigger. It's beyond anything that I've brought through. So when it's a joy to be a messenger for them, and that the love is, you know, it's a, I'm repeating myself, it's a powerful, powerful force that goes right into our cells and starts to change us. And that's been ramping up, super ramping up since the last time I had the pleasure of speaking with you.
What does that mean on a biological level for Belinda?
It means that my nervous system has to adjust. Yeah, my brain has to uh, just go with the flow and not have any kind of resistance. And that just takes surrender. We were talking about that before the show. You know, the magic words, I surrender and I let go, right? When we, and especially for Belinda, when I let go of control, like you just any kind of little niggling ego thing of, I wonder what the angels are going to say. Forget all that. Just move aside and let the flood come through. And yeah, but it also makes me feel a bit high, like euphoric, like woohoo.
Woohoo! All right. We're gonna keep on this this high train then. Um, the angels said we're not going to go into the story, so I don't need the story, but it said we're not, or they said we're not originally human souls. Are we all ascendant masters in disguise, all choosing to come here to help, all choosing to come to learn, to grow? But we are incredible creator beings that are majestic in each in our own right.
Let us clarify. There is the beautiful story of the human being of earth. Some souls did incarnate, meaning begin their incarnations on this planet. We would say that they have evolved, and so many other star races have done DNA mixes. You are all aware of this truth now. But for Michael and his family, and for most of his audience, we have to tell you, you are not these beautiful original human souls. That meaning that you chose to have your first incarnation on earth. You have traveled many galaxies and you have gone through incredible training to come here, to be here at this time. You are a super soldier of love. You have been tweaked. You have been trained. You have been educated to surrender, to trust, and to love even when everything around you says be terrified, go into control mode, be like everybody else, be a good robot. But in each of you, there is a voice that says, I will rebel. You're beautiful, precious, rebellious beings that are so ingenious, so creative, so incredibly brave that fear, although it has tried to put a dark hood over your head and pull you into sleep, you have laughed at it and said, no, no, I am here to help. Even if you haven't known how you are to help, even if you haven't had the way shown to you as precisely as the ego says that it must be, your soul has been vibrating. It has been radiating love and truth that pierces through the fear to help beautiful Archangel Gaia, Mother Earth, shake it off. Shake it off. Lift the movie screen. We are so joyful to be a part of your family, for there is angel in every one of you. Yes, there is.
All right. I gotta go there. Are you having fun? All right. First, we got super soldier of love, and that there is angel inside of each and every one of us. I don't know if Belinda wants to answer this, if the angels want to answer this. Holy smokes.
This is a question that must be answered by the 12 archangels together with a beautiful team of ascended master wisdom teachers. Yes, you are super soldiers of love. trained and educated. You know many of us. We have visited you in your cribs, in utero, and of course, all the incarnations before this one to help you to prepare to be the force of goodness, of undiluted love. You are the change, the transformation. Earth could not have done it without your presence, holders of source. And so it was necessary, long ago and far away, for the 12 archangels that come from the first breath of Creator to give you a gift, some of their song, some of their music, to go within your own soul's vibration so that you would rebel against fear and against authority while looking like you are well behaved, we must add. And you sing. You may not hear it, but we do. We hear your frequency, we hear your music. Sound is the healer. Sound transforms all fear, all evil, everything that is opposite of love. Healing sound transforms all horrible political behavior that is created to brainwash and to enslave. You came here to sing. And this is why you have some angel in you. We hope you understand, and that not only that you understand, but that perhaps you'll appreciate who you are a bit bigger, higher, deeper, divine beings. Yes.
Woohoo! How are you doing?
I'm here.
Man, they just keep giving me songs. I'm not going to try. I trying to sing in my last show. I'm not going to do that to the same songs. You'll keep coming through. But it has to do with this rebelling against fear and authority. In fact, what they just said is um, you rebel against fear and authority while looking like you're well behaved, and you sing. And so the corollary to that is from this song, from this rebelling, from this looking like we're well behaved, being an inner rebel, is this then a powerful time to celebrate?
We would love it if you would celebrate. And you can fill up with happiness. And here is another, you may say, oh, that's so cliche, but it's one of the greatest powers that you have, healing powers, and that's gratitude. When you fill up with gratitude, it's a frequency of undiluted love. It expands your power. It makes your song, your frequency, the music of your soul be like a great broadcast that goes out, and it fuses and merges and synchronizes with all the other beautiful songs of the other powerful, incredible souls. You see, we need you to laugh. We need you to play and just stop taking this nonsense so seriously. If we could encourage you, step away from the drama. Stop watching the news. Do you understand that they make money by seducing you with fear? If you have the strength to push away the fear and to feel into the truth so that you know what is truth and what is not the truth, what is a lie, then be our guest. But otherwise, don't let the drama of the political story, of the movie that is playing out, disrupt your singing. Fill up with gratitude for who you are. This is remarkable in its ability to help you experience something far better, miraculous, right now. Gratitude will bring you the solution that you didn't even know you needed. Try it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can our song change the movie that is playing before us?
Of course. That's why we're here. That's what they just said. That's what they're telling me. That's why so many, what are they called? Angels, star seeds, envoy souls. Now, some of the souls that are here have been incarnating many, many, many times to help prepare for this time. But we are here and we are the facilitators of the transformation. They're calling us the birth doulas. There you go.
Oh, so is this is the cliche question that you get asked by everyone? Is this that what we called crisis and some calling it Armageddon? Is this the shift? Is this the storm? Is this the singularity? Is this the it that we are all
That
meant to
is
come here
nearly
for?
over. Yes, yes, this is it. Now, Michael, the earth has been through, crisis and incredible destructive times in its history where it was nearly, turned to dust to nothing. This is the final battle between fear and love. This is the final spiritual war. Earth's destiny, and I know this because I've heard the angels say this a few times lately, is to be a healing sanctuary and a great library of wisdom of what we've learned from fear. And when we say we, they mean all of oneness, right? All of creation. What have we learned from fear? So that it is over, so that we don't repeat it. And that's why they encourage each of us to transform our own past. And wherever there's fear in it, with violet fire or violet singing light, that's the energy of the crown chakra. Be in it. I stay in a violet fire river all the time. I just carry it with me.
What does it mean to carry that with you?
I feel that violet wave of singing light everywhere I go. And if I have a memory of the past that wants to pull me into shame and guilt, that's what fear loves to do. Let's just be pulled, right? That's the lowest. This is 3D or third density. Well, fear and, shame and guilt just are like, let's just take you as low as you can go. So if that happens to me, which we are all purging, then I'm just like, I'm in that violet fire river. I forgive it, whatever it is, whether it's mine, whether it's somebody else's, I forgive it, right? We're empaths. We're sticky balls of human. And so we will attract to us sometimes to be the transmuters, guilt, shame, fear, unworthiness, self-loathing from thousands of miles away. It's good to stay in a violet fire river or under a violet fire waterfall. Just intention works. I hope I made sense.
Yeah, that makes some sense. So is this time period, um, and you said it's almost at an end. Oh, yes. What's different about now? You've channeled this before, so I'm guessing I can go to you rather than the archangels. What's different about this than a time period of an Atlantis or Lemuria where I'm not that familiar with the story, but they didn't make it through?
We hadn't learned enough yet. That's the bottom line. Both, you can take if you look at humans on Earth and understand that we come from, all over the great universe, we're samples. And because of the law of one, we're all connected to each other. So the fractal of Michael is connected to the fractal of Belinda, to the fractal of, you know, Sirius, or to galaxies in other universes, right? So as all of that oneness learns, it has to reach a certain place, a certain vibration that says, okay, we've all got it. It gets kind of complicated for our human brains because we live within Creator, and Creator is us. We are Creator. And so Creator and all of Creator's creation, it's infinite, had to reach a certain vibration of education, of learning, of spiritual evolution to make a choice as oneness to say, we're done with the fear story. We're done with that. And that's where we're at.
And
It's
humanity,
over.
is there, thank you. Is there, sorry, I jumped in, got excited on this one. Is there any way to know? This is the egoic mind that wants to know. Is there any way to know? Because we've had teacher after teacher, channeler after channeler saying that we have chosen, humanity has finally chosen, they've chosen the good door. Is there any way to know that we have truly chosen to leave fear behind to make it through this time period that we've finally rounded this bend?
You have to feel it. And when you feel it, then you know it. But it's a feeling. So, fifth density, where the Earth is going, right? The rest of our solar system is there. The rest of our galaxy is there. So, Earth is that climax point. Those 5D, it just means there's no fear contaminating the love. We are getting love floods round the clock.
Oh, goody. Tell me more.
And you can feel it. You can feel those waves come through. They can make you feel a little bit wobbly. And if people will just tune in, they'll realize that they're not holding on to their fearful thoughts and negative scenarios. You know how we human beings, the ego loves to do the negative what if. Well, what if this and what if that? Pay attention. You're not holding on to that like you used to. It'll come in, but it doesn't like to stay because there's so much love flooding us that let's go do something rebellious and happy. But it's something we have to feel. We are going to see it. We're going to see the results. It's a beautiful, balanced earth that is whole and goes through a healing process. The earth is she is a physical being herself. For now, to feel is to heal.
Are we? This is such, and it's not an egoic based question, but it is something I've heard many times, and the mind struggles with it and goes, yeah, yeah, you made that up. Is humanity different, or are we unique, or are we special, or is it that we're all different and all unique and all special in the cosmos?
So the human genome, this is Belinda speaking from what I understand, because of all of the different star races that are in the human genome, together with the angel energy that we have needed to be able to do what we're here to do, We are one of a kind. Those on earth are one of a kind compared with all the other uh, races, the infinite number of races of beings out there. And what we need to do is to respect that and to use that incredible intelligence, because it's going to keep waking up more and more every day. You know, it's a long story. Everybody knows between, Inky and Enlil, but our our DNA was shut down and put in a box and on and on. So it's awakening. It's like a seed that is blossoming into an incredible flower. So every day our awareness is greater, and that's on a genetic level. And so the more of us that embrace that and say, okay, bring it on, it just helps the rest of humanity. Well, there are so many, right? There are masses of people that have been so enslaved. They don't even remember how to feel. They don't even know how to feel. And feeling is essential to tapping into soul and to desire and to motivation and purpose. So, as those of us who can feel and are awake and choose that love, as we do that, it reaches those atoms and those genes, and vibrationally, that sends out messages to all those genes and all those other people, those DNA sequences, and they start to wake up. The vibration goes in. So it's working multi-level, Michael. We've got these huge waves of love flooding the earth and every human being and every tree and rock and flower. And we have ourselves that as we remember, oh, I need to fill up with gratitude and be happy and choose love, because that helps all of those people that are so shut down. They don't even have a clue that they're God's children.
So are we the ones? I wanted to ask, are we being visited by our future selves or ourselves from the past, helping us move forward? We the ones at other time periods, at other dimensions, sending us love, or where is the love coming from?
I need to let the angels answer that one. You, in your essence, are the fractal of creators being. It doesn't matter whether it is an incarnation of the past or an incarnation of the future that is helping you, or you are helping them. It doesn't matter. What matters is the help. What matters is this moment, because this is the moment that brings in, embraces, calls to it all other moments. Whatever moment is of the highest frequency of love has the most love in it. This feeds you. It feeds your cells. Are there lives that you have lived in other places that are part of your oversoul, helping you? Of course, all of this is a part of oneness. But not to get you lost in details, we say be here now. Be the beacon of happiness and joy, singing without even knowing it the song of the rebellion Jedi Knights. Be the force of love that not only shines the light that says, darkness, you have no room here. It reaches out into the darkness until the darkness surrenders. It laughs and it says, it's much easier to be light.
We've got soldiers, we've got Jedis, we've got Atlanteans, we've got Lumerians. Do we have ETs helping us as well?
Of course. Of course. And many of us are, we would be called ETs. Angels officially are ETs. But there are an infinite number of worlds with an infinite number of people, and we have to have their help. We have to have their help. And they agreed to help us. They're, probably family when you look at it.
Yeah. What's been most interesting, exciting, surprising, anything to Belinda at this time? Because you're very plugged in, and yet this is a interesting time.
For me, it's everything is about feeling. And one of the things that I've definitely noticed is when I channel the 12 archangels, and I understand that there's more ascended masters that have joined the team, which is a little bit of a different frequency, but the directness and the support and at it, girl and boy, it's just a lot stronger. And in that is a clarity, a celebration, a certainty. This is it. Hang in there. Keep your boots on. Get your tissue if you need it, but you're almost there.
Will we see then? Are you convinced? Are you hearing that we'll see? This gets into the question, the $1 million question that the angels are not such fans of timelines. Think it's during our lifetime we're going to see the other side of this or sooner?
What they say is absolutely, Michael, because they say that you part of the bargain, part of the contract for this incarnation is to help the planet and humanity get across the finish line. So they say you can be certain of it, that you, your audience, Belinda, we will continue to be a part of the rebirth and the restoration. They say we can be sure of it. It's actually happening from their perspective. And they say, we know this is a horrible metaphor, but it's a wound that is healing. And sorry, but the yucky stuff has to get out first before you see that new skin and that new flesh. And so, of course, what do you focus on if you're a 5-year-old kid? Is you focus on the yucky stuff. That's what oh, that's so gross, right? But if you can remind yourself, oh, there's so much healing that has happened. The wounds are actually healing. And what's playing out on the global screen is a lot of um, designed games and storylines to help humanity wake up. And our galactic friends have been helping. And ignore it. Like if it bothers you, ignore it and focus on your feelings and focus on what really matters. It's not being selfish. It's that then you're not losing your energy and your attention to what doesn't matter. And they also say right now, as hard as it is, because we're still under that paradigm of, oh, I got to make a living. I got to make a living. That paradigm, and they talked about this in Angel Abundance, they said there's going to come a time when human beings outgrow money, when it's not going to be the be all end all of life. So focus on the service, the creative expression, the work, right? Uh, that really lifts you up and lets you sing. And ask your soul to give you that opportunities to be that, to do that, to share that. And if you've outgrown something you've done for a long time, even if it used to work, let it go. You know, again, they're using the example if you're 5 and your shoes don't fit, you're not going to make yourself wear those shoes. It's okay. They say you didn't ask for that, but they decided to throw that in.
On a bear, an example of someone who's maybe the new gen, the new energy that's coming in. What do we get to know about this new gen of humanity, if anything? Or what do we do to help them or to get out of their way and let them help us?
First of all, everyone that is incarnating at this time is incarnating to experience a new world, a new reality, a new global reality. And the children that are incarnating now or recently have incarnating, which would include Angel Hannah, their minds are so open. They remember. They are connected. So this is not new. Our guidance is the same. Encourage their expression. Listen to them. Encourage love. Encourage courage. Let them express. Let them express and discover. Look, they know why they're here. And they're going to teach all of the grown-ups that have been so battered by fear. This generation, they're going to be the ones that are the healers that say, let us help you remember that you are creator incarnate. And you're not the fear that you experienced. You're not all those experiences and traumas and suffering. Parents, it's been tough. You agreed to come in to battle, and you are weary and exhausted. But these babes, they are your healers, and they will help you to shed the skins of hurt, of hurt. They will. So let them be.
So last night, Hannah Bear came on our live show, and I said something that people corrected me on. She started speaking to everybody, and I've noticed she does that, and so is Mama Bear. I noticed she does this a lot lately when she gets real happy. She was speaking in what seemed nonsensical or gibberish, and I said when she gets really happy, she goes to non-words, and people wrote in the chat that I only caught afterwards. Are you kidding me? Don't you get it? She's speaking light language. She is speaking a language. You just don't get it on a conscious level. And I went, oh, I'm guessing that's the new Jen. And that's what she's doing.
Well, and Hannah is a special soul that has, not that all souls aren't special. They are. She's She's been through a lot, this soul. She's incredibly knowledgeable. And her soul, when she communicates, is speaking in frequency and sending it out again to your audience's cells and their DNA and saying, hope is real. Life is real. You are immortal. You are incredible. And you are far more than what you are experiencing in daily life, and daily life is going to get better. So hang in there. That's what she's saying, according to Big Blue.
Thank you. There's a question that was on the tip of my tongue, and I want to see if it comes back to me now. For people who are really struggling right now, lost job, lost income, lost health, a lot of losts in here. How do we get that leap back to gratitude or love, or is it a muscle we just start flexing it and watch it grow stronger and stronger still?
Those who have gone through loss need to hear this message. Your soul only allows you to lose what is no longer for your greatest good. To help you to feel this, truth is something human beings you need to feel. It is to say, I surrender the will of my ego, the perspective of my humanity. I surrender this to the will of my soul, the perspective of my divinity. Now, here we find the challenge. When one's humanity says, but that was the way I earned my livelihood, or that was my beloved that I lost to cancer. What you see when you surrender, your awareness shifts, your perspective changes, and then you can step back as that intuitive truth flows in with big sirens that says, you hated that job, it was killing you, and you wouldn't let go. And so you had to lose it. Again, your soul will only let you lose what is no longer for your greatest good. Now, what about the loved one? You haven't lost anyone. You are immortal beings. Yes, that powerful soul still loves you, hears you, comforts you, is in a new body, perhaps even in a new world or in the heavenly realms. You have not lost that soul. So when you shift in your vibration by simply saying, I surrender the perspective of my ego that cannot see the truth, then you start to feel. And then through your own knowing, through your own thoughts, you hear that loved one tell you, I am here. I am more available. I am happy. I am free. And you will see me again. It's all about perspective. So for those who are suffering, our antidote, our medicine for you is to say these words within your heart. I surrender the will of my ego to the will of my soul. And I thank my soul, this is your divinity, for taking better care of me, of my me, than I allowed myself to receive yesterday. These are intense times where there is a great letting go. And very often what you have to let go of, you question, is God real? Is Creator real? Is there such a thing as divinity, as loving parent that is divine? There is no way that losing that or this person was for my greatest good. And we say, you will see. Hold steady. You are only asked to let go of what no longer serves you. And if you put up a fight about it, if you resist, then you will draw drama and crisis to yourself. An epiphany, an awakening that may have to come from outside of you because you've been resisting the change, the letting go. Once you have a new perception, a new view, it all makes sense. And then hope, gratitude, love, truth, honesty fills you like cool water on a hot day. Yes.
We'll start to wind things down here. I had no plans on doing this. I was actually planning on not doing this. Um, and I'd encourage them to keep it short and sweet. I guess let them share what they'd like to. Are there any words for myself or my family, or any of us that they would like to share at this time?
Michael, our message to you we have given a few times during this conversation. Beloved one, it is time to let go of what restricts you, of anything that pulls down your vibration. It can be recreated in a new way that will still serve and love the people. But in order for that new way to come through, you must let the old way go, even if it is scary. You see, angels have your back. God is in charge of your wallet. Your wife and daughter need you to restore yourself. And although you may have this health challenge or this one, we tell you that what is missing, the vitamin supplement that you need, is happiness and surrender. Trust yourself. The moment has come for you to trust yourself. And for your audience, you see, you are all connected with Michael. He is your teacher and you teach him, whether you realize this or not. Is there something that feels limiting to you, that feels like it is strangulating your creative passion, your joy? Perhaps it's a toxic relationship. Maybe you need to move from where you live. Trust yourselves. Trust it. Listen. Your soul will repeat over and over and over again until you say, I've got it. I see it. I feel it. Let's do it. We are the 12 archangels of the central sun, holding you in our infinite arms of love. Connect with us. Bring us into your meditations. We know you. We know you, and we can help.
Yeah. So on that beautiful note, where Belinda go, do people go to find your work, to find everything you have to offer, and to find out more?
The easiest way is my name, belindawomack.com. That's going to immediately take you to a long website title, which is Belinda Womack School of Spiritual Evolution.com. And you'll receive some free meditations. There's a free class. You'll be on my newsletter list, and I channel messages from the angels and send that out. So, welcome. If you feel called to receive more love from the angels, that's where you can find. There are many, many teachings. They love to teach.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What have you been wanting to share as the angels have been speaking this whole time?
What have I been wanting to share? What Belinda, the human being, always wants to share is it's simple. It's simple. To connect with our divine inner child, you've heard them share this over and over and over, but it's the heart. So you just visualize yourself as a child. Take out that favorite photograph. They repeat this every opportunity they get. And so they asked Belinda to do this and connect to that little child, because then it awakens this bridge between one's humanity and your divinity. That inner child is a voice of infinite wisdom that will direct and guide and say, no, you don't want that, or yes, you want this, because this is an aspect of self. It is soul, it's a messenger. Some people would say that it's a waste of time, they don't need it, but from the angel's perspective, it gets you on the right vibration of love so that you can't fall off into fear or just distraction. You know, this is a time that we so need to be focused.
I can't believe I've got one more interesting question. If you're up for it, if the angels are up for it. My parents are both diagnosed with early stages of Alzheimer's at this moment, and dementia, and they're still on their own. We're doing a lot of support work with them at the moment. Um, are there messages that the angels would want to share, not specifically for my parents, but for anybody who is going through this this doorway, either as someone's parents or as a caretaker or anything to do with this experience? Because it is certainly, I am not alone. My sister and I are not alone. Our families are not alone at going through this at this time.
In the situation of Alzheimer's and dementia, there are many biological subjects, stories, conditions interplaying, going on, that even pharmaceuticals involve toxic chemicals. We leave that to the scientists and to the physicians. We give you a different kind of healing information or nugget of truth. In the story of Alzheimer's and dementia, these souls have agreed to take on this situation because what has happened, it's usually more than one incarnation, is that the ego has become crystallized, cemented in the masculine mental body, the ego mind, that which is controlling, fearful, comparing, seeing oneself as separate from others, and more easily controlled by the external story of the world and of fear. When this happens, when the ego has become attached to the outer world and has become fixed in, well, being the one who knows, being the one in control, it's usually control story from our perspective, but not always. then the soul is unwinding the ego from the life, step by step by step, and returning to being the pure soul. So sometimes in Alzheimer's, the personality may even become violent, but this is a cleansing. This is a repression of that which has been stuffed down, held under control by the ego, that now is trying to be released because the soul is trying to free itself from the heaviness of the illusion of this incarnation. What we say to you, Michael, and anyone else that is struggling with this same story, is to trust the process, trust the soul. Communicate to your parents' souls. Let those souls know that you're not going to interfere in the journey. Or you will do everything you can to hold your parents in respect and in love. This is what you can do. But don't take the responsibility of saving them. Don't take that onto your shoulders, because this is the soul at work.
You and Mom's actually getting more blissful. Seems like she's blowing more stuff up, but she's getting more blissful through the process. We're calling this the sweet spot or the bliss zone at the moment. So thank you. Any last words? I think you've done it time and time again. So we can let it go here, but is there any last words you want to share, Belinda?
The angels just want to say about your mom that the blissful is her little child. She grew up in a situation where she wasn't really encouraged to be happy and even silly and effusive. And now she gets to be that. So they thank you for forgiving the explosions and enjoying the blissfulness. Yes. Yeah. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for this beautiful conversation and being on this journey together with you, the spiritual journey. I love you and your family and keep you in my heart. And I'm excited to see where the angels take us next.
I love you, Belinda. I know I said it earlier. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. This has been wonderful. This has been beautiful. This has been too long coming. May it be much sooner again. And thank you again so much. So for everyone out there, speaking really soft today, for everyone out there, this is Michael Sandler saying, be well, have fun, keep shining that inner light. Surrender. I get to do the same. I surrender. I surrender. I let go. I let go. I let go. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. And above all else, shine bright. Woohoo! How does it get any better than this? Thank you so much, Belinda. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? 12 archangels, powerful messages. We're going to get through. We've gotten through this time. We are on the other side. Something magical is and will come of it. I am convinced of that. On that note, if you want to bring your energy up, 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 way up on a daily basis, I give you attunements. I give you teachings. I give you pure goodness, all free with our newsletter, dailywoohoo.com. Come on over to dailywoohoo.com, or you can click that link down below to be able to get daily goodness from me. If you want to take that to a next level, live at the higher plane, live on that higher playing field while still here with your feet on earth. Come join us 4 Wednesdays each month, live or recorded, with the School of Mystics. We have attunements, we have teachings, we have group intention meditations, we have clearings, and so much more. Link down below to come join us there. We always put whatever great specials or goodness we have in that link down below, but come give it a try and see how you feel and see the new friends and family you make as well. That is the School of Mystics On top of that, if you want to learn how to channel and hear from the angels and guides yourself or loved ones on the other side of the veil, join us. automaticwriting.com. We have live classes each and every month. We'll get you channeling tomorrow. Literally the next day, you'll be able to channel after one of our live classes. And on that note, here's a link to the next amazing show. Love you so, so much. Keep on shining bright. Woohoo! And how does it get any better than this? I love you. Love you so, so much. You've got this. Shine bright.